If you are a girl, or if you're a woman or a lady or anything female, and you still have that Tinder app on your phone, you better delete it because it's not worth it. Definitely not. Hello guys, welcome back to Life Updates with T. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to this channel, welcome. We are the winning family, and if you'd like to become a part or a member of this family, just make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you're notified whenever we get to post new videos. So guys, I'm back with another video. This time around it is a story time. Story that I never really got to tell. I mean, like, I never really got to tell anyone, like, for real. I never told anyone about this story before. This is actually the first time I'm telling this story. So yeah, the reason I never told anyone is because, like, it's very embarrassing. It's very embarrassing, like, yo. So if you are a girl, or if you're a woman or a lady or anything female, and you still have that Tinder app on your phone, you better delete it because it's not worth it. Definitely not. Do yourself a favor and delete the app. It's not worth it. Okay, so this is what happened. I met this other guy from home back in 2015 December. Actually, that's when we started dating. Okay, actually I met him on Facebook. We started talking on Facebook like prior to December, the initial time we met. So I met him on Facebook, and then we started talking on Facebook, and then finally we started seeing each other from December 2015, and that's when we started dating. And then when we started dating, everything just happened so fast between this guy and I. Like, everything literally moved so quick. And then we started dating 2015 December, and it went on and on. So like, I was just a clown for this guy because he'd break up with me and then he'd come back again. Sometimes he'd just break up with me without even telling me that he's actually breaking up with me, but I'd literally see it from his actions, and he'd come back and ask for forgiveness. No, he wouldn't even ask for forgiveness, but I would definitely take him back because I was, you know, I was just being a clown. So it continued like that, and at that time I didn't see anything wrong with it. Now that I'm out of that relationship, I do see that I know something was definitely wrong somewhere, you know. So this guy finally broke up with me. He said to me, I think this thing that's happening between us can no longer continue because, you know what, God told me that I should be with my baby mama. I should go back to my baby mama, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. If that's what God wants for you, then it's fine. I mean, who am I to be against God's decision for your life, you know. I was very understanding, you know, to him, yes, to him, but deep inside I knew that I was definitely dying. I definitely knew that I was not happy, you know, with God's decision regarding his life. I knew I was not happy. So I was like, okay, cool. If that's what you think is best for you, it's totally fine. Just do what you want to do, you know. And then cool, this guy left me, and I was so heartbroken, like super heartbroken. And then I told myself that, okay, you know what, there's a fly here and it's really annoying me. It's really annoying. Okay, let's continue, guys. So I was so heartbroken at that time, and I was just like, you know what, if only I can get a finer man, I know that I definitely forget about this one, you know. Like, let me just get someone who I'm just gonna have fun with, you know, and post him and all of that, so that one can actually see that I had moved on. knowing very well that I was just basically lying to myself. I mean, that doesn't work. It actually doesn't. So I was like, which quicker way can I use to actually find a man for myself? And then I thought of online dating, and then that's when I actually went on the internet and started downloading apps. And I actually ended up going with Tinder, because I had a lot of people talking about Tinder, and also on social media I listened to a lot of interracial couples telling about the experience. You know, I met my white man on Tinder and stuff like that, and in my mind I'm just like, oh my word, I might as well bag myself a white nigga, so why not, you know? And that's when I actually decided to download Tinder. And then I went on Tinder, and when I went on Tinder, I think I set up my profile. 2 hours later, I got, you know, a few texts from different guys, and then I started replying. So from the guys that I got texts from, I told myself that I'm just gonna pick like at least 5 of them, and then I will just go with those 5, you know. So I started talking, having conversations with them, you know, and then I ended up with this specific one that I'm about to tell you, you know, the story like regarding him. And then I ended up with him because he was super, like, he was so sweet, guys. Like, he was really sweet. He'd, you know, he'd want to know more about me, and he ended up saying that, okay, you know what, let's just move from Tinder to WhatsApp. Give me your numbers and I'll text you on WhatsApp, and then we'll take it from there. And then that's when I actually gave him my number, and then we moved to WhatsApp. And then after we moved to WhatsApp, I started talking to him that side, and I lost interest in Tinder. I was like, okay, let me just, you know, for now deactivate this Tinder account until I feel like, okay, this one is not really going well, then I'm definitely gonna come back. And then I continued talking to him on WhatsApp. You know, would have like really nice conversation. He'd try and video call me like every time, you know, we'd talk like for long hours. And then it got to a point where he actually asked me like, where you from, where do you stay, who do you stay with, you know, those kind of questions. And then I ended up asking him as well, okay, what do you do? And then this guy told me that, okay, he's a businessman, he owns a company, a very successful company. And from the pictures, guys, you would tell that, okay, this is a well-off guy. Like, you could see that, okay, you know, man, he is actually financially stable because of the outfits that he would wear. He'd actually, most of the time, he would be in like a formal kind of outfits, you know. And his cars as well. Okay, now that I know the story, it's not his actual car, it's not actually his cars, but we will get to that. We will get to that. But from the pictures that he sent me, you could see that, okay, this guy is really, like, he is really well off. He has things, you know, he is fine. And then I told myself that, no, man, hey, I really got myself what I was looking for. That other one, hey, this time around, he will know that I have arrived. I have arrived, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, we kept on, you know, video calling each other all the time, calling each other, you know, having conversations. Guys, it was nice. Like, it was nice. It was just running smoothly. Everything was just like, you know, everything was fine. And then it got to a point where he was like to me, so when are we meeting up? I want us to meet. Can you come this side? You know, I was like, oh, okay, not a problem. That's definitely not a problem, because I was not about to lose my man. No, I was not about to do that. So it was like, yeah, how, I was like, when? Because most of the time I'm usually free, knowing very well that I was not even free. I was supposed to have classes, you know, but I was like, oh, just let me know when exactly you're free, and then I will make sure that I come. And I was like, no, just let me know when, and let me know. I was like, no, you are the busy one here. I mean, you own a very successful company, so obviously it is possible that most of the time you are occupied, so do let me know. And I was like, okay, Thursday would be fine, because usually on Thursdays I don't really have much work to do, because it's towards the end of the week and all of that. I was like, okay, cool, Thursday it is. And then on Monday, okay, when we discussed this, I think it was on a Monday, and then finally fast forward to Thursday, the initial day when we're supposed to meet. So on that Thursday, I prepared myself, you know. I texted him in the morning, what time should I come? And he was like, come around about 1. I think I will try and make some time around that time, and then you can come, you know, because I was very clear to him. I was like, you know what, I just want to come there and after that come back to Pretoria, because I don't want to spend, you know, a night over there, or spend like, you know, do a sleepover or anything like that. Because looking at him, you can really tell that he's a gentleman and he's someone who takes things slow, you know. So I didn't want to mess all of that up. I didn't want to ruin it, guys. I didn't know. I had no idea who I was actually dealing with. But okay, yeah, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna come around 1 so I can at least have enough time to see you, and then later on I will come back to Pretoria. And then around Boma, I think 1:45, he actually texted me. He was like, no babe, you know what, I think we should change time. Can you please come around 3, because you know what, it's really busy over here, and I won't even have time, you know, to just come pick you up at the How train station, whatever. I was like, no problem, 3 o'clock, it's still early, because How train closes like around 8, 8:30, you know, during that time. So you don't really have to worry. I will just see you for that time that we have, and everything will be fine. And then I decided, okay, fine, I'm just gonna go there around 3. And then around 3, oh my word, someone is playing music and it's so loud. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that, but okay, let's continue. And I was like, okay, cool, not a problem. And then I will come around 3. And guys, I think it was around 20 to 3. He texted me again, was like, yo babe, you know what, I'm really tied up. I don't even think I'm gonna meet this 3 o'clock deadline. You know what, let's make it 5 this time around. Let's just make it 5. And at 5 exactly, don't even wait for my text or anything, just make your way to the How train station and come, you know, and come. Don't even wait for me to say anything. When you're on your way back to Pretoria, I'll actually give you money for Uber. You're gonna take an Uber back home. I was like, oh, okay, cool, then it means I'm sorted, Moose. I don't even have to rush or anything, because this guy's gonna give me money to come back home. And then I asked him, I was like, which station should I get off? Which station should I get off? And he was like, Park Station. Hi, I started having second thoughts. I was like, but babe, you said that you're staying in Fourways and your company is based that side, so why should I go to Park Station? And he was like, no, thing is, my last meeting that I'm gonna have, it's in Joburg town, so I will be that side, so I can come pick you up. And I was like, okay, cool. But at that time, guys, I really started having doubts, and my gut feeling actually told me that, you know what, you don't have to go there, don't go there. But well, because I still wanted to make that other guy feel the heat, I was like, no, I'm not backing down, I'm definitely going. 5 o'clock, went to the How train station, took the How train to Joburg, got to Park Station, and I texted him, babe, where are you? And he was like, I'm here by the station. I was like, okay, what are you wearing? And he was like, I'm wearing a cap, and what I tried explaining to me, you know. And then I got off the train. I see this guy standing there, and I'm like, is it possible that maybe he's standing outside and he's not like here? But I could see that it is definitely him. But my problem was like, he's not what he looks like in the pictures. He's wearing this other dirty, guys, like very, very dirty All Stars. This other jean that used to be blue, and it's no longer blue. It has this brownish color. It has changed from blue to that color. And this other Scotch shirt and a cap. And I'm like, okay, you know, at that point I was actually having second thoughts. I was like, should I go back while it's still early or what. Unfortunately, Mugai had already spotted me, and he was making his way towards me, like he was literally approaching me. I could see him coming, and then I was standing there, and he got there and he hugged me. Oh babe, so nice to meet you, finally we got to see each other. And I was a bit disturbed, ne, because I had so many questions. I was like, oh okay. And then where we going? We left the Gautrain station, and I'm like, where are we heading to? And it's like, no, let's go to this other place. We're gonna chill there for a moment. My cousin took my car. He went with my car to Joburg South, so we have to go to that place and wait for him there. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe we're going to a restaurant or somewhere just to chill and wait for the cousin to come, you know. And no, we're going to this other, I wouldn't even call it a hotel. It should be a motel, like a 0.5 star hotel. Very horrible, guys. Imagine, like, it's just there by Park Station. I think we walked for about like 10 minutes to that motel. Yeah, because I wouldn't call it a hotel. We went over there, and I'm like, before we even got there, I was like to him, is this where we're coming? And it was like, yes. And I'm like, why are we here? And it was like, no, remember, we have to wait for my cousin to get here. I was like, why don't we wait in a restaurant or something? He's gonna come get us there. At this point, guys, I was really frustrated, I don't want to lie. And I was just like, am I being catfished? Like, really? Seriously? So yeah, cool. I was like, okay, fine, then let's just go wait. And this guy, you know, booked that motel place, and then finally went to this room. And then when we got there, guys, I was so disgusted. Like, I was really disgusted, because this place that I'm in right now is just, oh my word. I really started regretting my decision, you know. And then he was like, oh my word, my phone went off. I just looked at him because I was so annoyed. I couldn't even say anything. He was like, yeah, my phone is off, and right now I cannot even talk to my cousin. How am I going to communicate with him? And at this point, I started realizing that, okay, this guy might be really playing games with me, because first of all, he showed up and is not what I saw in the pictures. He's a different person. He's not what I saw in the pictures. And right now he's telling me that his phone is off. How he's going to communicate to his cousin? That time it's Boma 7, guys. It's Boma 7, because remember, I left Pretoria around 5 and I got there to around Boma to 6, and we had some time to walk to that place. Right now we got to that place and we're supposed to wait for the cousin, and it's just over an hour. It was around Boma past 7. I'm like, is he coming or what? And it's like, no, he knows where we are. I told him the location, so he's gonna come and find us here. And he ended up saying to me, okay, you know what, just give me your phone, let me call him. And then I gave him my phone. He pretended as if he's calling, you know. Oh my word, the network is bad, and he ended up leaving that room, and he went, I think he went to the passage, and it was like, hello. I could hear him talking from the outside. But to my surprise, I didn't really have access to time, but I knew that no, man, it's probably about like 10 minutes after right now since this guy came back. And then I decided that, okay, you know what, let me just go out and check him. And then I went out. He was not there by the passage. I was like, okay, maybe he went outside. And then I decided to go downstairs. Where the securities are. I got to the securities and I was like, there's this other guy that I came in with. I'm looking for him. Did you see him going out? And the securities were like, we remember you guys coming inside. Can't you still there? This guy checked out. Guys, I saw life and everything flashing right in front of my eyes. I was like, what? He checked out. They pulled out this other book where they record their guests and everything, the people that come there, and they're like, see here, he checked out. And he also took his 70 rands. Guys, imagine, to book this place, I think it's only 150. So because we only stayed there for like an hour, he had to take like his refund. This guy went with my phone. That phone was still new. It was still new. I think I only had it for about a month. I didn't know what to do at that time. And then those security guys could see that no, something is definitely wrong. That time, guys, it's 8:04. Remember how train ends at around that time, you know. And then I was just like, what am I gonna do? You know, and those security guys were like, no, just chill, relax. Maybe it's gonna come back to bring back your phone. The other one, hey, he was literally laughing, was like, yo, Hashem, you've been scammed. And I could also see that nah, I've been scammed for real. Like for real, I have been scammed. I sat there at the floor because, guys, I was like, a lot was just going on. I was like, okay, let me just wait for 30 more minutes. And then I waited. More, the security guards are busy asking me questions. I'm really getting annoyed. I was like, okay, let me just go back and try get my things, you know, and leave. That time, guys, I no longer have my phone. I cannot even try and call anybody. It's late. I don't have Uber money to go back to Pretoria. What am I about to do with my life right now? Hi, girl. I tried going back to the security guys because Bonashem, they were very nice. I was like, okay, can you please borrow me your phone? Let me just call someone. And then I called my cousin. I explained to her what had happened. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And my cousin was like, yo, I also don't have any solution. Maybe you should just sleep over there and you come back in the morning, you know, because it's late already. And I'm like, oh my word, at least if I had my phone, I'd make means or make plans, and like just to, you know, to go back home or at least go to a different place, because that place that I was in, guys, it was so disgusting. Like, it was even so difficult to sleep there because the smell and everything was just horrible, you know. And then this other security was kind enough, you know, to give me one because he had two phones. I was like, okay, you know what, just take this phone, keep it with you at the room, and then just, you know, call whoever you want to call. When I knock off in the morning, because I was supposed to knock off at like 5 a.m, I'll come collect it. At this time, I was super scared as well because I didn't know if I was safe or if I should trust those securities, since they knew already that I was just by myself and I was stranded. Like, a lot was just really going on, guys. I remember that day when I took my phone and downloaded that Tinder app, and then I started cursing that day. I was like, you know what, never ever again in my life am I ever gonna have that app in my phone, because it's definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. I ended up having to spend a night over there because I had no other choice. So the securities were also kind enough to buy me food, guys. They bought me food and they brought the food to me. Also, after bringing the food, I was also so scared. I was like, what if they bring me food because they want to do something to me? No, shame. They were really genuinely nice. And they bought the food. I didn't even eat. I only drank the drink that they bought for me. I couldn't even sleep, guys, the whole entire night. I was literally crying. Worst day of my life. Like, remembering that day right now, I'm just like, I really had to go through that. Like, seriously, did I really have to go through that? For what exactly? For Rintoni, you know? And then I stayed there, cried the whole entire time. cried. I think, guys, I didn't sleep at all. 6 o'clock exactly in the morning, I was leaving. Took my stuff straight to the Gautrain station. Guys, I was so stressed. Like, I was really stressed. I was like, my phone gone. The little money that I had that I took a Gautrain with, gone. Hopes of finding a new bay, gone. Like, everything was just a mess. Went back to Pretoria, sad, frustrated, and I was like, never in my life ever again am I ever gonna download that useless app. I hate it. I hate that app. And a lot of people have actually been complaining about that app. You know, there's just a lot of catfishing going on. Actually, right now, it's not even an app where you'd say that you're looking for a relationship. If you're looking for a hookup and stuff like that, then okay, fine. Carry on with it. But still, it's not worth it. So basically, guys, that's my Tinder experience. A very disgusting and heartbreaking experience. I hope some of you do actually take this serious and not ever have that app on your phones, because you will regret it. I'm telling you, you will regret it. So yeah, guys, I mean, I was so happy starting this video, but right now that I've actually spoken about this story, I'm just so annoyed. And then finally, I found out that this guy doesn't actually own a thing. Doesn't have a car, doesn't have a business, doesn't have a company, doesn't stay in four ways, doesn't have clothes. He's just a very useless person. And that was the first and the last time I saw him. I tried searching for him on Instagram. I found him. I messaged him, sent him messages, different messages and all of that. My guy deactivated his Instagram account. He deactivated, and then I told myself that, okay, you know what, God will just deal with him. Let me just let him be. I don't know where he is by now, probably dead. Like, I don't understand people who do that to other people. It's not nice. It's not nice at all. Definitely not nice. So by the way, guys, I think I'll just have to end my video here. Like I said, guys, please do like, comment, subscribe, and also do give me suggestions of what else you'd like to see on this channel. Tell me what you'd want to see, because I might you know, have my own kind of content that I want to show you, but you guys want something else. You know, it's very much possible. So please do let me know in the comment section what else you'd like to see from this channel. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also, there's someone actually who commented on my previous video about my shadow and said that I should be like at least a meter away from my camera, from my phone when shooting, just to avoid a shadow. Guys, I really wish I had enough space to do all of that, but yeah, everything will be fine as time goes on, as time goes by. I will see you guys on my next video. You know what, let me just leave. Okay, bye.